Cline was a game changer for me in 2024. My AI coding assistant that didn't just speed things up, it felt like having a small team at my fingertips, 24-hour every single day. But let's be real, it drank tokens like water. That's where RooCline comes in. Discovered thanks to one of the comments that I got on one of my videos. You guys are awesome. Even with the impressive Cline update version 3, I have completely switched to RooCline. And if you're curious why, in the next few minutes, I will show you exactly why RooCline is amazing and how can you use it to get fantastic results in coding without consuming the same amount of tokens using the original Cline. So let's get started. To install RooCline, go to your extension tab in Visual Studio Code and write RooCline. And it's this extension with the rocket, and you can install it from there. The funny thing that RooCline itself got forked to another stuff. For example, we have here the Codewello and the RooCline. Both of them forked the RooCline extension, added a couple of new features on top of it, and using it. But to be honest, RooCline is the best fork from Cline right now, so we're gonna stick to it. To understand what is RooCline exactly doing, it's basically Cline but with experiment features. And this feature have been here before the version 3. So if you've seen something similar to the Cline version 3, possibly added before this new update from Cline. For example, we have drag and drop images into chat, delete messages, enhance a prompt from bold.new, but it's only right now working on open router models only. Sound effect, one of the things that I really like, controlling the browser size, quick prompt copying from history. There is a ton of other stuff. And one of the cool things that I noticed, every single new model that have been added basically to benchmark for coding that is good, in like second day it will be automatically added to RooCline. That's one of the best features that it have. It's updated heavily. Like yesterday it had an update. I don't know what it fixed exactly, but I felt it slightly faster when I'm working with it. And now let's take a look to RooCline settings. The RooCline settings have very powerful stuff inside it. It has similarity to Cline like the API provider, the theme provider from Cline, API key, the models. And here a preferred language for the agent and custom instruction. And here it stopped copying from Cline, and you can see there is a ton of stuff down there, like enable MCP services from the Cloudia agent, terminal output limit, the enable editing through the FFS, which basically will make Cline be able to edit files more quickly and will automatically reject truncated full file writes. It will work based only with the Cloud 3.5 Sonnet new model. Here, this match precision, basically the slider will control how accurate the code section must match when applying the difference between the code that's have been added. Lower it will be risk of incorrect replacement, but the value 100 will be extremely accurate. Of course, there is also the option of approve only read files like Cline. And there is a high risk section like approve the write operation always, approve the browser action, approve the MCP tools, always approve allowed executed operation in the terminal. And there is a warning around it because this is slightly risky. And control the browser viewport size, which is something that honestly is really cool. And the volume of the notification. I bought it to 20 something because I feel it's slightly louder on my headphone. And we can click done and we have our UI ready to be used. If you switch to Cline settings right now, you can see there is nothing from what I showed you in the RooCline settings. Only thing that we have is custom instruction, models, the API provider, dropdown, and the API key input. And in the new update, you can see there is here in the chat, auto approve, read and edit dropdown, and underneath it you can find some similarity like enable notification, use browser, execute save command, edit files, read files, and directories. That wasn't there when I started to use RooCline from a few weeks ago. I feel like Cline took a look to what RooCline have and said, yeah, I can add some of this experiment feature to Cline so people can use it. And now let's see RooCline in action. You can see here there is an example of using it to create a snake game. And to be honest, I have stopped using this example like 2 months ago. I feel like it's useless because every coding model right now know how to create snake game. So I'm gonna use it in a real project in the company that I'm working for to build the main page. So this is the project that I'm going to modify. And by the way, I have built this project in about 4 days using RooCline. It's a job portal that we building for different languages like Arabic and English, and have 2 different theme, dark and light. But as you can see here, the main page is completely not correct. The hero section is not the correct height. The header is too small. Missing sections like I want footer, I want some jobs there that I can see, invitation to sign in, and what's the benefit of using the platform. You know, this kind of stuff that list what the platform can do. So I'm going to use RooCline to do this kind of stuff. I think the best thing that we can start with is the footer. I have this image for the footer. I got it from the UI design theme that we bought online. And I really like the design of this footer. So I basically copy the image of this footer. I'm going to send it to the chat. So to upload an image, all you have to do is drag and drop over in the chat or use this kind of icon for the camera and write the prompt over here. And make sure to make this prompt as detailed as possible when you're using an image to create the design. I ask it to create this footer in a component that can be reused in different pages. Make sure to use the same theme in this project because I have a theme using Tailwind and it switched from dark to light and it can switch languages. I have two different languages here and make theme dark and light and put it in the main app page so I can see it. And let's hit enter. And as you can see it in action right now, it's running to create the footer that we saw in the component image. And as you can see here, it created this footer. It's fantastic, if I can say so. Like if I can switch the theme down below to have switching languages, but the drop down is wrong. I can fix this. Have download app. We don't have app. I don't think we're gonna create app for this portal in the stage. It even took the same name from the image and put it there. Same almost links. It have social icons. Perfect. I love this. Like it's made my life easier. And I can switch back to light and see it. It's almost perfect. Right now we can fix this hero section because I feel like the curve that it created is making issues. So here I have this improved prompt. The hero section bottom curve is not responsive and its height is causing the design look broken. Please adjust it to ensure proper responsiveness and fix the height issue to maintain constant and visually appealing layout. And let's hit run and see what it will do. And that's the result that I got. I kind of removed the entire curve because I didn't like it at all. And now it's fixed. Like I can see the boxes down there. The gradient look much better, which kind of very important to see in the design. Also, you can delete a prompt. Basically, this icon will delete the reflected prompt on the code. Basically, if you see something that you don't like, you can just click delete, and here you can click yes, and it will delete what you did in the last prompt. It's basically going back. One of the nice things that you can do right now with RooCline also is using it with the free models from Google, like the Gemini 2 Flash Thinking Experiment 2, which is like the O1 of the Gemini model, or maybe you can use it the Flash Experiment. Without setting anything up, all you have to do is just provide the Gemini API key. But the problem with these models, unfortunately, it's not completely working every single time. It might work right now, and maybe in a few minutes it will completely stop working for some unknown reason. And the most reliable one that I have used is that Gemini 2 Flash Experiment model. It's fast. It's available more than the other two, which is the Experiment 1206 and the Flash Syncing Experiment 1219. And as you can see here, I'm trying to use the Gemini thinking Flash model, but when I sent the prompt that I want to basically create a new component, it gives me error fetching from, basically it's not available to be used. It have too many requests right now. And that sucks because this model is amazing and it's also for free. So I'm going to go back to Anthropic, the Sonnet 3.5 model, the most expensive model, honestly, but the delivery of it is incredible. Basically, and one of the cool things that RooCline provides us is the ability to copy a prompt. And here I want to create this section for displaying the available jobs, the one that failed. I can hover on it and copy this prompt on a new task and give it the same prompt and voila, it's done. Basically, I can hit run and it will automatically work. I have been talking for RooCline for a while right now and it created this lovely section. I already designed this component before and I told it just use it. And I have been talking to it a lot. Like really, like as you can see here, I can scroll up. I have been asking for a lot of stuff. Remove this section, add border, remove drop shadow, make it responsive, increase the weights, increase the pace. So it took me about like 10 minutes to get this result and it cost me about 60 cents. So it's really, as you can see here, the amount of cash token, 39,000 and added to 1 million cash token already. It's slightly cheaper than I used to use Cline. Cline, if I used it, it will burn about $1 for this task. And this is a lot. Yeah, I feel like the difference between the prices is not that massive, but I feel like they're doing more efficient way of using the prompt. And I feel like the amount that I have been using RooCline in is cut the cost in half. That's what I have been feeling. I don't know how they're doing it. Is they're using more batches API? Is they relying more on cache? So to be fair to Cline, I'm gonna switch to it and I'm gonna use it just to improve the header height and the style for it when it's switched to dark theme because I don't like the current header a lot. I mean, it's better than the one that I created at the start, but I don't know. I feel it should be bigger and better. And I will switch to Cline using the same model, the Sonnet 3.5 new, and I'm gonna hit enter. And I even give it the component so it will not search for it and it will save more money. And let's hit save. I didn't ask that much for the header. I just increased the font, change the color, added an effect when it's hovering. And it's already 15 cents. And I don't know why, because like I didn't ask for that much. Like as you can see here, it's the same thing. And the only thing that it changed the hover effect, font improved. I didn't change the style. But yeah, Cline is still good. I'm not gonna uninstall it, but I don't use it as much as I used to. RooCline is so far is the winner for me. Even if Cline is amazing, but I feel like RooCline is the thing that I needed, but I didn't know that I needed. So that's it for today's video. And I finally started to recover from the Cuckoo 19 Pro version virus because I got it. I have a video that I have been wanted to share with you guys also in the future is how to be more effective using this kind of coding assistant, like tips in how to use it, like method encoding, the custom instruction. There is a lot of stuff that I want to list and put there in this video. So I'm gonna work on this video for this week. Probably it's gonna be end of this week. And if you like this kind of videos, you can stick around by subscribing and hitting the like button. And if you have any information or advice, leave it down below in the comments. I always read the comments. And honestly, I have been learning a lot of some of the people that leave tips and tricks and what to do and what not to do. It's really amazing. Like the YouTube comments is mostly positive, and I learn a lot of you. I learn a lot from you guys. So thank you for watching. My name is Hussam Eddin, or you can simply call me Sam, and see you in the coming video.